guys, it's your girl Kiana D. Welcome back to my channel, boos. How is everyone doing? I'm doing great, feeling good, looking good, and everything else. So today's video is about how I stay dry and fresh during the warmer months. And yes, I'm going to get a little personal, and I have no shame because I know other women suffer from the same issue I suffer from, and that's being extremely sweaty for no damn reason. So anyway, let me get into the video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Don't be afraid to be my little boos. I love you guys. So anyway, let me give you a little background. I've been plus size all my life, and for many years I suffered from being extremely sweaty. During winter, summer, spring, fall, doesn't matter what season, I'm always sweaty. I'm always hot. I sweat from my head down to my feet. It's bad. And I know they have, doctors who can take care of that. You can get Botox and all that other stuff. But, sometimes I want to try different things to see if it could help me a little bit. Nothing gets rid of the sweat. Nothing's going to stop you from sweating. You're still going to sweat if you get Botox. You're still going to sweat if you do anything. So I just like to minimize it so I can be comfortable. So my first tip the tip that I use to keep me feeling fresh and not sweaty all day is that I take a shower. I take a nice warm shower, and then at the end of the shower, I rinse off with cool water. And the cool water helps my body temperature go down, because when your body temperature is up, your body starts to produce sweat. So I try to bring my body temperature down. So I'll wash myself like 3 times with warm or hot water. And then the last time I'll wash myself again with my soap with cooler water and rinse with cooler water. And it helps me a lot. I realize it helps me a lot. Another tip that I do, and I always get yelled at because I have kids in the house, I leave my bathroom door open. Simple as that. I leave my bathroom door open so it doesn't get foggy. It doesn't get hot. I leave it open all year long. When I take a shower, the bathroom door is always open. And it helps a lot because when you get out, it's not as steamy, it's not as hot and foggy and humid in the bathroom. And that causes me to sweat. So that's what I do. Tip number 2 is keep your bathroom door open. Tip number 3. Now, wherever you get dressed at, I get dressed in my bedroom. What I do is I turn my air conditioner on. I get the room cool, so when I get out the shower, after I dry the excess water off, I go to my room and it's nice and cool. If you don't have an air conditioner, you can use a fan. It doesn't matter. Whatever cooling system you have, use it. I keep my air conditioner on almost all year long unless it's 0 degrees outside. Yes, I have comforters on my bed right now, and it's like 97 degrees right now in New Jersey. But I always keep my air conditioner on. I turn it off, and then when I know I'm going to take a shower, I'll just turn it back on. By the time I get out the bathroom, it takes like 45 minutes. Shower, brush your teeth, wash your face, do everything. The room be nice and cool. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is in conjunction with tip number 3. So tip number 4 is that I don't automatically get dressed and put lotion and deodorant on right away. Once I get in my cool room, what I do is I'm already dried. The excess water is already off. I'm still a little damp. I will sit for like 5-10 minutes and let my body completely cool down. This step is amazing. Like, I see the difference in how I don't sweat as much as opposed if I just get out the shower, dry myself off fast, and then throw on lotion and deodorant. I notice when I do that, my deodorant gets liquidy. Like, I'm so hot that my deodorant melts under my arm. So it's just a gooey mess. So what I do is I'll sit down, go on my phone, go on YouTube, watch some YouTube videos, do some online shopping, check emails, and I'll just sit there with the air on and my towel or without my towel and dry off more. And it helps a lot with the sweating. Next tip is, next tip is what I use. Ooh, okay, doesn't want to be there. So next tip is what I use after I dry myself off. So what I use is, so after I dry myself off, I use powder. So I know everybody's like, oh, no, don't use powder. It has talc, whatever. Okay, I use a little. Some powders have talc, some have cornstarch, so whatever. You pick and choose. So I use powder under my boobs, under my belly, my behind, my thighs, and in the private area, I use like a feminine powder to keep me dry. So this is a powder that I use. And it has cornstarch and zinc. It smells good, and it helps treat and prevent diaper rash, protects against irritation and chafing of the skin. So I use this in my private area if I don't use my like feminine powder. I use this, and I put powder in my, and I put a generous amount. And on my thighs, I powder all. It works wonders, and it smells good. The smell is not strong, so you're not going to die if you put it on. It's not going to make you nauseous or anything like that. And it feels good. And I also use the pink one for my son because he's 3 and he's potty training and he wears pull-ups, so I put powder in his just in case he urinates and, you know. I also use this powder because it smells really good. This is old school. This is old school. This is, but I use this under my boobs. I don't put it in my private area. I don't put it in my backside. This is what I use under my boobs because I sweat. I'm a 38D, 38 double D, 40C. My boobs aren't that big, but I sweat a lot under my boobs, and I don't like that feeling. So I put the powder under here. And if I wear something like this, I'll just, once I lotion up, I'll put the lotion up here and it'll just disappear. So yes, powder, any powder, doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. Another tip is that I use 2 deodorants. So every 2 months I switch deodorants. Deodorants don't last. I haven't found one deodorant yet that I can use for a whole year straight. Every 2 to 3 months, I have to change my deodorant. I'm fine with it. I'm used to it. I change in between women and men deodorant. So sometimes I'm using my husband's deodorant. Sometimes I buy my own man's deodorant. Sometimes I use women's deodorant. So it don't bother me because I already know, you know. So I use these 2 now. So I put this on first and I put this on second. Use 2 deodorants. And I put a generous amount. I go all the way up here. I don't just swipe. Whoever does that, they're bugging. Put it on. Don't be afraid. Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. You will thank me later. Slather it on. Put it on. This was what, $3.99? This was what, $2.99? 2 deodorants. Keeps me nice and dry, and I'm not smelling musty. Because who wants to smell musty? And my nose, what? I smell my son's poop before it comes out his butt. My nose is like that. I can smell. So I can smell myself. And I'm like, and then it messes up your clothes with that smell. And then you got to buy a whole new shirt. You know how many shirts I had to freaking throw away because... Another thing that I use on my feet. Now, my feet sweats a lot. Like that's why I walk around in chancletas. If you don't know what chancletas are those little slippers with the tongs, the little things that go in your foot. I don't know what you want to call them. But I wear those around the house. I wear those out the shower. And because you can get them wet. They rubber or plastic, whatever. So my feet sweats a lot. Like if I take off my shoe and I step on the ground with socks on, you'll see my footprints, sweaty footprints. So what I do is I use a foot powder use any foot powder. You can go to the discount store, just get a little foot powder. I sprinkle it on the bottom of my foot. I take it, sprinkle it on the bottom and in between my toes. If I'm wearing sandals, I'll just do under my foot and then put lotion or oil on the top of my foot so you can't see it and I won't look ashy. But yep, I use this. Oh, I use this. It has a medicated smell, but I don't care. I'd rather be dry and smell like medication than be wet and smelling like foot funk. Another thing that I use, and this is new to me, it's new. I've seen this advertisement all over. And I was like, let me give it a try. It's the Lumi 72-hour odor control deodorant for underarms and private parts. I have one vanilla. I like the scent vanilla. It smells pretty good. It's not a strong scent, and I appreciate that. So this is what it is. And it comes in like a deodorant. It comes in a tube too, but this one is not open. The other one is open, but see? And you just scroll it up, put a little bit on your hand and swipe, swipe, swipe. If you're a girl like me with a big derriere, you got to make sure you pay attention to back there and in the front. So yeah, I use this. And I got this stuff. Most of the stuff I got on Amazon. So you can go to Amazon and pick it up. So this is what I also use. Another thing that I use a lot on Amazon is this Sweat Block Super Fresh Series Body Powder Lotion. It's great for odor and chafing control. Like, this is the truth. Like, if it's sensitive enough to go in your groin area, I'm pretty sure I can probably use it as a primer for my face. That's how good this is. Like, it's dry. Like, it'll get you ashy dry. So this is the one that's not open. Let me get the one that's open. Where's the one that's open? Okay, so I have two. It came two in the back. So this is it. It smells like a hint of vanilla and baby powder. It smells so good. It smells so good. But the way it keeps, look, it comes out like that. Comes out like that. And then you rub it in. You rub it in. You rub it in. Sorry, out of focus. You rub it in. I probably put too much, but I don't care. I'm going to put some right here on my thighs. So I'm going to rub it in. But look how matte it's getting. Like, it's getting matte. And it gives you a nice, soft, like, powdery feeling. That's great for, like, girls who got big thighs or chunky thighs, who thighs rub, like mine's rub. That's why I really don't wear dresses and skirts as much, because that burning feeling, whoo, boy. So look how dry, look, you can hear it. You look at this one and look at this one. You can see this one is, the moisture is like gone. So this is awesome. This is awesome, especially in the thigh area. This is really good. Like, I recommend this to anybody who experiences that chafing right there, because that's no joke. It hurts. And then when your legs rub together, it gets dark right there. You don't want none of that shit. None of it. So yeah, go check it out. It has a really light vanilla baby powder scent. I like it. You know, it's coming through with the scent. I love it. Okay, so when I use the bathroom, I do a couple of things. So when I'm using the bathroom, I use wipes. I have a 3-year-old, so I have kids, so I always have wipes. Use the flushable wipes from Walmart. These are cool. I wish they were a little bigger, like the baby wipes, because I hate when the feminine wipes are so little. Like, my cootie is not that little. I need something bigger. I need like those adult wipes type of like pads, not pads, wipes. Like them big ones, like you can wash your whole body with. I need that for my tootie pootie, because I got a tootie pootie and a big booty. But these look nice. These are good for sensitive skin also, because I know my private area is very sensitive. Like, if you blow on it, it's gonna hurt. And I use this. And what I do is when I use the bathroom, I'll wipe with tissue and then I'll use a wipe. When I do a number 2, I'll wipe regular. And then what I do is take some wipes and I use this Peri Fresh spray. I spray it on the wipe, moisten it up, and I wipe myself until I don't see anything else. And I learned about these kind of sprays after I had my first child, because, you know, if you gave birth naturally, like vaginally, and you got torn, you use these type of sprays to help clean yourself so you don't get infections. So I use this, spray it on, wet it up real good. White has a nice clean scent, doesn't burn, doesn't irritate. You don't even have to put it on the wipe. I just do that when I do, you know, the do. But sometimes after I wipe myself, I'll just spray. It dries fast, it doesn't leave you wet, and it's cool, and it keeps you fresh all day. Also, when I use the bathroom, I use this. This is OG, because I used to use this when I had my first child, and my first child is almost 17 years old. This is what I used to use to clean my private area after I gave birth. I will put the, what is it, the iodine, what is it? That brown solution to clean right there. I'll fill it up a little bit, add water, and I will sit on the toilet and, oh, with warm water? Oh my gosh. What? So now I keep one in the bathroom upstairs and I keep one downstairs. And what I do is I'll put a little bit of, if you have baby wash or like a gentle wash, I put a little tiny squirt in there, fill it up with some nice warm water, and I'll sit on the toilet and I go, and then I'll get on the back, and then take some tissue, pat it dry, or just sit there and let it dry by itself. It keeps you fresh all day. So, and I think one more thing, it's more, but the video will be so long and people got things to do. Next thing is that I wear panty liners. Panty liners, not only does it help with the sweat on your underwears, but it helps also with the bodily fluids that, you know, might come out the private area. And we all, as women, have body fluids that come out our private area. Whether it's your menstrual, whether you have a leaky bladder, whether you know, you have some form of discharge. These keep you fresh all day. And you can get cotton ones. This one is by Honey Pop. This one is, I think, by Always. They have different brands, and they have the all cotton ones. So I like those because they don't irritate me. Sometimes different panty liners might irritate me because it might have a scent or something. So you can get unscented or scented, whatever. But panty liners, keep these in your bag. But anyway, rate, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. I hope you did. I had fun making it. Anyway, once again, my name is Kiana D, and you guys will see me in another video. Love you, boos. Bye. Bye. And wear your panty liners. Just wear your panty liners.